In the latest iteration of the 2v8 game mode, developers said that up to 2 survivor bots will be added to some lobbies in order to reduce the queue times that have been an issue every time this game mode is live. I think that this change causes more problems, and I don't think it meaningfully changed queue times enough to justify the issues. I could talk about how bots aren't fun to chase, they're impossible to mind game, and they take away from my enjoyment in a killer match, but I want to focus on the survivor side, and I have 2 clips to show you to help make my case. Clip number 1 is a Cheryl bot walking around, opening a chest, vaulting the window, wandering back into the shack, to the pallet, then going back to the window. I felt nothing watching this series of events. This isn't a human making a mistake that I can empathize with, nor is it a bad teammate that I could be annoyed about. It is a soulless husk that's being inefficient. And the inefficiency isn't inherently a problem. In both clips, there is a survivor not doing a gen and being inefficient. But with the bot, it's just malfunctioning, and with the humans, it's a choice. With the humans, there is personality being shown and meaningful communication happening. Me and Ada went on to hang out with each other for most of the match. I played 3 killer games. Queue times were still 15 to 20 minutes long, which is about how long they were last 2v8. I also asked my community if they've seen any meaningful decrease in killer queue times, and the general consensus was no, and there were bots almost every single match. Other issues that were noted: the bots aren't altruistic and will immediately escape if the gates are opened or if the hatch is available. They're stupidly good at using flashlights and can blind 2 killers at once. They get really confused when they hear the terror radius, which with 2 killers can be constantly, so they're not very gen efficient. The bots are programmed to hide when they hear the terror radius, and this means they don't stick to any generators, and sometimes they stop while they're healing you. The bots can be a nightmare to chase and be a detriment to the survivor team, which means they're bad for both sides. The bots open any chest they see and use every herb even if they're not injured and don't have a cage state, which actively takes away from the survivor team. There are some people that aren't playing survivor because there are bots in every lobby. So this fix is driving people away from the side that already has too few people. There's a running issue or meme in the DBD space that solo queue teammates are bad or selfish or incompetent. And you'd think that having survivor bots instead of solo queue teammates would be better, but I don't think it is. I can get frustrated at a bad solo queue teammate, but if I get frustrated at a bot, where is that mental energy going? Towards a bunch of 1s and 0s? A soulless husk that doesn't feel anything? I can't connect with or empathize with the bots. I deeply value human connection in this game, and that is literally impossible with them. I would rather have long queue times and guarantee that I'd be going against or playing with 8 human survivors than have 2 bot teammates every game. I really try to not be a negative Nancy, but the most meaningful interactions in this game are connections with humans, and that's what makes 2v8 special in my eyes. I don't want to play with or against a bunch of unfeeling, poorly programmed AI survivors or killers. I don't want perfect teammates, I just want human teammates. And this Band-Aid fix sets a bad precedent and shouldn't be a trend in future 2v8 iterations, especially if this mode is ever going to be permanent. I was torn on making this video because I tried to not complain that much because I really love this game, but this was a subject I couldn't ignore. Bots haven't meaningfully helped queue times, they're a nightmare to play against, and they can't be connected with. They are taking away from what is supposed to be a really special experience.